guys, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. Double upload day, child. Double upload day. Earlier I uploaded Foolery Friday on a Saturday, and right now I'm gonna upload Life After Lockup. Love After Lockup recap, child. Whole lot going on, but let's talk about it first. Let's knock Brittany and Latino Heat out the way, child. Brittany is drunk. Latino Heat is fed up. As we know, Brittany done went over to Robert's house all drunk, trying to break in, going inside of the window, child. Latino Heat is trying to talk her down from the ledge. The cops was called. Latino Heat, you had no business driving her over there with her drunk self. You should have drove home. So now they're home. Brittany wants to talk about it. Latino Heat said, we ain't got nothing to talk about. You done acted a fool tonight. You done cut a whole shine. Can't be acting like this. I don't want to talk about it. I'm tired of it. So she was like, listen, we ain't going to be arguing, okay? We going to be waking up the kids. She was like, come outside. Latino, he said, I ain't got time to talk to you. And honey, he done shut the door. Honey, he done took that sliding glass door. Brittany was like, man, you childish. So she lights a cigarette, child, and she done jumped into the pool with the clothes on. Brittany, if you don't go somewhere and dry off, take some Advil, drink some water, and go to bed. That's what you do. So Latino, he goes out there, he's talking to her, and he said, listen, okay, I don't want to argue with you. I love you, all right? But I also don't want you to go down a road that you don't need to go down, okay? You don't need to be messing with that man. Furthermore, the money gone. 8K is gone, okay? So, Brittany says that she feels bad because she done failed. She done let the family down. She done let herself down. Can we move on, y'all? Can we move on? We sure can. Let's move on to non-Native American John and Christiana. As we know, it's time to get ready for the wedding, child. We have John. He's trying to call Tara to Tara because he don't want her to show up at the wedding. Now, Tara is Christiana's maid of honor. Even though they haven't had any type of communication, haven't even talked to Tara. But Christiana gonna make her maid of honor. Child, Christiana ain't got no friends. So John is trying to call Tara to tell her she better not show up at that wedding. Because he feels like she is still using. And if she is using and she come to that wedding, she gonna cut a shine. And she is going to be a trigger for Christiana. So we have Christiana and her thick-throat mama. You know, they went wedding dress shopping. And so she tells John that she's been trying to call Tara. No response. And so her mama says, the demons need to stay away. They need to stay away. And if Tara is with the demons, she need to stay away. Child, she sounds like the whole Exorcist. I was like, Mama Christiana, if you don't put them cigarettes down and take a lozenge, that's what you do. Gurgle your mouth, honey, with some warm salt water. That's what you do. Where's your oxygen? Mama Christiana, I'm going to need you to take a couple puffs of that oxygen, child. Bless your heart, child. Every time you talk, it sounds like your esophagus is flaring up. So, of course, John, he goes and he meets up with Dancing with Wolves, honey. Child, they have to do some Native American ritual. Now, I got a lot to say, but I ain't gonna say it because his elder is there performing this said ritual. So I want to keep my mouth shut. So non-Native American John is telling this elder about Tara the Terror coming to this wedding and how she possibly is still using, he don't want her there and all this bunch of crap. And he tells Dancing with Wolves that he did not tell Christiana that he called Tara and told her she better not show up. I'm sick of them, y'all. Can we get to this backwoods hillbilly banjo picking wedding? I want Tara to show up. That's what I want. Because honey, John and Christiana ain't breaking it. Maybe Tara the Terror will. Let's move on. Child, let's talk about Amber and Puppy. As we know, Amber and Stoneface Sammy had a big old argument. Stoneface left her in the parking lot. So it's a couple of days. Amber says that she is tired and done with Stoneface Sammy. Sammy done showed up at her house cutting the shine. He was very aggressive. Now, he didn't put his hands on her, but he was aggressive, okay? He was screaming and yelling, and she said, listen, I've done seen this side of Sammy, and I ain't here with it, okay? We are done. He was upset for no reason, and he left me there. So she is, avoiding his phone calls, hanging up on him. She gets up. Right there is Puppy. Puppy got some flowers, child. Puppy said they was there on the doorstep. See, Stoneface Sammy went down to good old Kroger's and got them $3.99 specials, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Go ahead, Stoneface. He done went down there to good old Kroger, child. So Emma said, I don't want them flowers. I don't want to have nothing to do with them. So Puppy said, what happened, girl? And so Amber is telling Puppy the tea. Puppy said, did he hurt you? He was like, no. But I've seen this side of Sammy, and I don't want to have nothing to do with it. So they're going through some of Sammy's, elementary school cards and letters that he has written. Amber, Puppy is having a hard time reading them. And then Puppy had a nerve to say that Sammy was hitting that hookah a little too hard and too long. See, Puppy says that she believes that Sammy may possibly be using. Puppy, you're the wrong one to be saying that. Puppy. Now, you know you the wrong one to be talking about or accusing somebody else of using. So Amber and Puppy go on some little venture. They go to some dumpster. I don't even know where it was, child. So they can burn up these elementary school cards and letters, child. And Amber said that she is done with Stoneface Sammy. Can we move on? Sure we can. I ain't keeping y'all. Let's talk about Brittany and Ray, child. Now, Brittany says she had a secret that she was keeping from Ray that has to do with children. As we know, Brittany really wants to get married, and she really wants children. Ray says we need to pump the brakes, okay? Of course I want a family, but we need to hold off on that for a little bit. Of course, Brittany, she wants it now. So they're going to the fertility clinic. And come to find out that Brittany's secret was when she was 19, she became pregnant. Okay? She lost the baby. She had a ectopic pregnancy. Okay? They had to take one of her tubes off. So she had to have emergency surgery. So it is making her difficult. It is making it, and that is making it that much harder for her to conceive. Okay, she is 33. Okay, but of course, women who have had that have had babies, have went on to have babies, and fine. Okay, So this is just a little, a little bump in her having, a child. She may be able to have a child. She may not. So, of course, Ray was like, listen, I didn't even know none of this, okay? I do want a big family. I want 3 or 4 kids, but now Brittany may not be able to have one. So the doctor is going to check her out, make sure that everything is okay, and then they will continue on trying to have a child. I mean, I'm sure it's hard for Brittany. I'm sure that would be hard for any woman. But to be 19 and go through that, Brittany said that she didn't want to talk about it because it's sad. That's a part of her life that she does not want to talk about. I know grown women who don't even want to talk about that. So I'm sure it's hard on Brittany, and I'm sure that that's something that she has to think about and deal with, okay? And her and Ray, if they want to have a family in the future, then that's something that they need to discuss. Child, let's move on. See now, Stan and Lisa, child. See now, Stan is at the pole, right there beside the shady pines. And he's contemplating life. He contemplating what is going on with Lisa. Only thing we've been doing is arguing and fussing. It has been a mess. And then see now, Stan had a nerve to bring up his deceased wife that he was married to for years. Now, I don't know this woman, but she seemed like she could have been a lovely woman. See, now, Stan said she was a lovely wife and mother. Now, let me just say this, friends. We already know his daughters don't want no parts of this show and their father's foolishness. And here he is playing a video of their deceased mother just seemed like she was having a good time. If I was seeing out Stan's daughters, I would be pissed. How dare you show a video of my mother while you were on this cheap-ass reality show while you up there in the dungeon with some 7-time, 55-time felon who can't even get a hair right. Daddy, you done lost your mind. He foolish, y'all. So we have Lisa and her hair, plastic hair. She says that she feels like she down Stan hiding something. So she goes and she makes a fake Facebook profile to see if Stan will interact with her. Honey, the minute she made that profile and sent Stan a little friend request, while Stan is driving, here he is, 85 years old, trying to text and drive. I know his daughters is somewhere just punching the air. I know his daughters is just somewhere just out there just looking like this. Now I know that ain't my daddy. My daddy out here acting like this. My daddy. That's my daddy. So Lisa, she was like, this MFer, he's already talking to this person, which is her. So she's talking back. He's trying to text, don't know what he's doing. His cataracts ain't working right. He's shaking and driving that beautiful car of his. How dare you drive that Mustang like that? So Lisa is pissed off because Stan is talking to her fake page. And Lisa, you was carrying on the whole conversation with some woman. You don't love that man. You using that man. You using him for a place to stay. You using him for money. You using him for food. You don't care nothing about him. But he's the problem. Lisa, until you can get your hair situated, anything you say is invalid. anything. And see now, Stan, I'm going to need for you to go somewhere and sit down and quit showing pictures of your wife on this raggedy-ass TV show. Just ridiculous. Let's move on. Last and certainly least, honey, Virginia represent. Virginia, bitch. We got Lacey and we got Shane, child. It's time for his stupid self to go and take a lie detector test because he the one that brought it up. Shane, why you like this? Shane, you know on the inside of your jaw, you knew better than to say you'll take a lie detector test with your stupid self. So they take a lie detector test. Of course, Lacey wants to know, is he cheating? Who he seeing? Who he talking to? Have he done had sex with somebody? You know those questions. So here is Shane taking the lie detector test. Okay, so now it's time for the results. The man says, strong reaction to holding a secret. Of course, Lacey and her lips looked at him like this. See? Oh, so you got a strong reaction. Oh, okay. Strong reaction. Secret locations with a man or woman for sex purposes. Again, Lacey and her lips looking at him like this. Here's Shane. Oh, I had a strong reaction to that. Yeah, that man said you sure did. You also had a strong reaction to this. Strong reaction. Communicating with men via text, phone, social media for sex purposes. Shane said, now I know that's a lie. Shane said, maybe it was the way I was twitching. See, you see my neck? See right here? See my neck? See, it throbs a little bit. See, I got a little twitch right here. See, I think when you asked me that, I did this. I did this. That's what Shane said. Shane said the reason why it had a strong reaction is because he got the twitches. So, of course, Lacey, she gets upset. Of course, he cheating and he doing all this, he doing all that. She done got up, she cried. She was like, is he gay? Is he bi? I need to know. Honey, even that man was like, now, I don't know if he gay now. I don't think he gay. Now, I don't think he gay. But ain't got nothing to do with it. Shane said that he is not gay, that he is not homosexual, that he has an OnlyFans. And in order for him to get them coins, he need to be gay for pay. See, these men like what he looking like. See, these men's like his body. These men's like for him to lick his lips. See, the more Shane flirts, the more he gets. This is my thing. Lacey, I'm going to need for you to go all the way, find several seats, sit down in them, stand right back up, find some stairs, go down them stairs and fall down them. The nerve of you. First of all, didn't you know that Shane had OnlyFans? Didn't you know that? Because I read somewhere that you did know. So you knew he had OnlyFans, and you knew that he was going to have gay clients, male clients. You wasn't worried about that when that money was coming in. Secondly, how dare you get upset with Shane when you've been talking, having a conversation with John in that nasty bathroom. That's what you're doing. But see, in your mind, you're saying that you're not cheating. You have no business talking to John to begin with because you and John have history. that you and John have history. You have no business even talking to John. But it's okay for you to go into a nasty bathroom and whisper sweet things to John. Is that right? And you and John been up in somebody's vehicle. Lacey, I'm going to need for you to go somewhere and sit down. Pot, meat, cattle. So Lacey comes in after having her elementary school temper tantrum, and she was like, sounded like a chihuahua. And so, of course, Shade is saying, I ain't cheating, what you hiding? Won't you take a lie detector test? And so Lacey was like, what do you want to know? 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 Won't you hook up to one, Lacey? Lacey, you got a nerve. And I tell you right now, if John was to call you and say, hey, you want to meet up? This would be Lacey. Tell me I'm lying. That's it, y'all. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I want to talk about, y'all. Y'all know what to do. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends.